We started in 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? It's your boy, Demon, Tom, Nay. And if you don't know already, we forever on Demon Time. Now look, today I got a very special announcement. It's a very special day because I'm announcing my very first and only podcast called The Rebels Podcast on YouTube. And if you didn't know already, I'm new to this. As you can see, the setup isn't done. I'm still getting used to everything, the equipment, everything. But this little video here is to, give you guys a little insight, a little background about what we're going to be doing on this podcast. And I'm going to get into the details about that. So first off, we're going to start off with the origin of the name Rebels Podcast. And to be honest with you, I didn't give the name for this podcast a lot of thought. Something about the word rebel just stuck out to me because I feel like I've always been a rebel since I was young. And basically what the word rebel means is, what it doesn't mean for me is, people who are outlaws and defy the government, don't want to do what the government wants to do. It's none of that. What rebel means for me is somebody who's a free mind, free body, free spirit, free thinker, somebody who stays true to themselves, somebody who's not going to put up with somebody trying to sway them or pressure them into being something they're not. They stay true to themselves and they always hold themselves accountable. And at the end of the day, they're not embarrassed of being who they truly are. And I can get more into depth about that, but we'll cut it short right there. But basically, this podcast is going to be a lot of fun times, a lot of funny times, a lot of lit times, a little spicy times. Could be even a lot of heated times. You never know. But there definitely could be, some sad times. Because I'm not just going to be the only person on this podcast. This podcast doesn't just revolve around me. It also revolves around other people. But I'm going to be basically the host and kind of the vessel to let certain people come on this podcast and to speak their mind, speak their truth, and how they feel. Because everybody got a story. And if you didn't know, I'm from Rhode Island. A lot of people don't know what Rhode Island is or who Rhode Island is. But I'm going to be a person who's going to best represent that. Because I'm from Rhode Island, if you didn't know. Now, I'm not Silver Spoon. I'm from the hood, you feel me? But I'm not going to let me being from the hood define who I am. I'm not going to let it stop there. But best believe I'll never forget where I came from. But, we're going to have a little insight as we're going to have this game called Hot Takes for our special guests. Basically something like, what's your take on something? Like, give you a little example. Do you consider a hot dog a sandwich or do you consider it a taco? Little examples like that. And we're also going to have, little outfits of the day. As you can see, I'm in my crib, so I ain't really doing too much. Got a little, Yankees hat, Nike, little sweats. Got the fake friends, real enemies hoodie. Remember that? And yeah, we also going to be doing a little message of the day, a little quote of the day for every day that we have these podcasts streaming. Now, that's just for somebody out there who's going through some things that need a little piece of information to help them go on in their life with, being able to have a little extra piece of information that will help them go through whatever they go through. Because some people go through the same thing, some people don't. Some people know better things about certain situations, and some people don't know a lot of things about certain situations. But with that being said, we're going to have different people on this podcast. We're not going to get into depths about that. A lot of different people are going to be on here. A lot of different people from Rhode Island that you may know, that you may not know. But we stay neutral on here, let everybody speak their mind, because that's what this podcast is about. So if you stay tuned and if you want to be a guest on this podcast, you know where to find me. So without further ado, welcome to the Rebels Podcast. We out.